Hey guys, Tino here, and welcome back to the Anfield Road Wolves channel, ARW Now. I'm going to carry on what I was talking about in the previous video I was in, which is the loans, the players who went on loan last season. The four players for today are going to be Lazar Markovic, it's going to be Ryan Kent, Jack Dunn, and Sam Hart. The first one I'll talk about, guys, is going to be Ryan Kent. He went on a season-long loan to Barnsley in the Championship. It was a good loan for him, solid loan, played 46 games, and he played very well. It was well worth a loan, because you see some players go out and learn, don't really play, don't make much of an impact. We saw that in the last video with Lloyd Jones. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Of course, subscribe to the channel, guys, and all that good stuff. But yes, like I was saying, he played a lot of games. He made a good impact. Yes, his goal to game ratio and assist ratio, etc., weren't the best. 1 goal in 46 games is actually horrific, to be honest. And he definitely deserved more, because some of the performances he was putting in was top notch. It was solid. And playing week in, week out, like I said, for a lot of these youngsters is needed at the age. He's 20, 21. And he's genuinely a player who I think next season could come back into the first team squad for pre-season and be in and around the first team. Similar roles to that have been Woodburn, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kevin Stewart, etc. I think he's definitely got the quality and the skill to be pressing for that first team spot. Maybe if it's just cup competitions and the odd appearance in the Champions League qualifiers on the Champions League group stage, etc. But I genuinely think he's got a good chance of coming back into the squad and playing a similar role, as I said, to Ben Woodburn, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's a solid player, pacey on the wing, got a good shot on him. Got some skills. He's sort of Sadio Mane, but like worse, I guess. Not as good as Sadio Mane. I know that's a big comparison, and I realise that's a massive comparison given the impact that Sadio Mane had last season. But I genuinely think Ryan Kent could come into the first team and make an impact. Similar to the impact that Raheem Sterling made when he first burst onto the scene. But hopefully that guy doesn't leave us for 50 million to a Premier League rival. But yes, he's a quality, like I said, he's a quality player. He had a very, very good loan last season, even though the stats don't show it. And yeah, I think maybe another loan next season would do him well. Maybe to a top of the table Championship club, maybe a just newly promoted or bottom table Premier League club. I think somewhere like Brighton or Newcastle or even Watford or Burnley in the Premier League, or even the Championship, maybe Reading or somewhere like Hull. Maybe he would excel, absolutely excel. I don't expect him to be sold. I think he's got another year and a half at least at the club to prove himself and to make a big impact on the squad. And I hope he does, because he's got the quality. He's shown it. He's proved it week in, week out in the Championship. But yeah, hopefully another loan next season will do him well. If not, stay in the first team, in and around, mixing in. And I genuinely think he could be a future Liverpool star. Big pressure on his shoulders to perform, obviously. And I may get a lot of stick for saying that, and I may well be wrong, but he's definitely got the potential to be one of the best. The next guy, linking into with the Hull City theme, is Lazar Markovic. He spent last season on loan at Sporting for the first half of the season, and second half of the season he was on loan at Hull City. The second was considerably better than the first, to be honest. It didn't go too well for him in the Portuguese league at Sporting. Sporting ended up finishing third in the league, but he didn't make that much of an impact. He even got booed at one point by his own fans in the Champions League against Dortmund, which is a shame because he's got the quality. He's 22 years old, still young, and he wasn't really given a chance at the club, to be honest, in my opinion. Even he came out and said that nobody really believed in his abilities. They didn't really give him a chance at all. And I'd love for him to come back and start next season and challenge for a first team position, because I think he's got the qualities to do so. He proved that with Hull City. Played quite a few games, second half of the season. Couldn't stop them from going down, obviously, but I think that was a given the start of the season they had. But yeah, I genuinely, I think it's a shame he hasn't really been given an opportunity. Like a lot of these young players signed for quite a bit of money, a lot of pressure on the shoulder, not given an opportunity, not really proved themselves. Gone on loan for a few seasons, then sold. There's been countless players who've done that. Thinking of some now, it's Nabil El-Zai. He was one of the best at the Under-20s World Cup. We signed him, didn't really make an impact, and ended up getting released in 2011, I believe. Sebastian Letter, the Argentinian young 21-year-old signed from the Argentinian league. Great player, great skills, ended up not getting a work permit for him, and then he went on loan, and then just left the club under the radar, I guess. It's a big shame, to be honest, a very, very big shame. He's got the quality, he's definitely got the quality. 28 games last season. 28 games last season, 4 goals. Not the best return, but for a struggling Hull side and a Portuguese side where he didn't get the most game time, I think that's not bad. That's not bad. If I'm honest, I don't see him coming back into the first team. I want him. I'd love him to come back in the first team, as I've said. He'd do a great job and challenge. I think is what Liverpool are missing. I think Sadio Mane, again, another link to Sadio Mane, I know, but the last season he made a big impact, a lot of pace on the wing, a lot of skills, trickery. I think Lazar Markovic has got that in a bag, and I generally think he should be given an opportunity, but I don't think he actually will be. I think we'll either send him on loan again or end up selling him, like a lot of these lads, which is a shame. Like I said, a shame. The next guy I'm going to talk about is Sam Hart. He went on loan, a 6-month loan to Port Vale. 24 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. He played mainly fullback, that's his preferred position, but he was put in a few on the wide midfield role and the wingers, getting forward a lot. And considering he only made his professional debut at Port Vale, I think he did quite well. He's 20 years old, young player, only literally just made his professional debut, so I'd expect him to come back into the Liverpool first team next season, maybe even another loan to a League One, League Two team. But this is definitely not the end. He's a great player. He's a very, very solid player. Young lad. If you don't go on loan, the reserves, or the under-23s, I think it's now called, would be a good place to put him. And yeah, he's obviously not ready for the first team, nowhere near ready for the first team, considering he's only made his professional debut this season. So yeah, I think he's one to watch out for. I think he's one to keep an eye on, because he's got a lot of promise. And I generally think I think he could make as big an impact in the Liverpool squad, certainly, as Trent Alexander-Arnold. As he is this season, he's played insanely well. He's done very well for himself. And yeah, I think Sam Hart is someone to be keeping an eye on, absolutely. And now, guys, the final player is actually someone who got released when the return and release list was announced last Friday, and it's Jack Dunn. The Scouse born. It's been a disappointing time on Liverpool at Liverpool, I guess, for the lad. He played centre midfielder. He's been moved up to striker sometimes in the loan he had at Morecambe. It was a 6-month loan. It sort of fizzled out near the end. It was cut short by 2 months. He played all right, not the greatest. 27 appearances, 6 goals, 3 assists. But some of that, quite a considerable amount of that, was in the Premier League 2, in the under 23s. He ended his loan spell quite well. He 3 goals, 3 games, solid, absolutely solid. And obviously, guys, he's been released, which I'm not surprised. I think he wasn't at the same quality as some of the other lads we've got in the under 23s, and in the academy. And I think he's getting to that age, 20, 21, where he's having either to start to prove himself or leave. And I think Liverpool made the right decision in selling him, or releasing him, I guess. He's signed for Tranmere. The Scousers signed for Tranmere. He went on loan for the second half of the season, I believe. The non-league club hopefully does well and has a positive impact, because there's a few centre-mid strikers who after leaving the club really haven't gone on to do that great. Like this, what was it? Adam Morgan left the club. I think he played for Yeovil at one point. I think he played the Scottish League maybe. And I think now he's in non-league, which is a shame, because he also had a lot of quality. But yeah, Jack Dunn is a player who I expect. It sounds harsh, but I don't expect him to get anywhere above League 2, League 1 level, to be honest. And Liverpool were 100% right in selling him. So yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, because obviously now we haven't got a lot of Scousers, Liverpool born and bred players in the club. We haven't got the guy who when it comes to the derbies is like Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, all the Liverpoolian born and bred. It's a different kettle of fish when it comes to a derby for a Liverpoolian. It means a lot more than it does to a normal, just a normal lad, maybe like someone not even from England or not even from Liverpool. It means a lot more, and you need that passion that they have. And I think I'd love to see a lot more young Liverpoolians come through the squad, and hopefully have the same impact as Carragher and Gerrard did. But that's one for another video, guys. But for now, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to check out more quality content from me and the other guys. And yeah, the next video will be we're coming soon. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Obviously, guys, as I said in the previous video, it is a conversation. If you want to check out the social media of Anfield Red Wolves or any of the guys on here, if you go to our website and click on the About Us section, then you can check us out. My name's Tino, and this is it, guys. I'm out. See ya.